a millionaire. I'm a young money million.
What's up, everybody? It's Saturday. It's me. I'm back, of course. Duh. Alright, ignore this. I don't know what that is. It's chalk. And I don't know who drew it. It looks great, isn't it? That's how artistic my whole family is. So anyway, this week's topic, as you should already know because you should have watched everybody's videos by now, is job experiences at work, things like that. So, this is a hard topic for me because I've only had 2 jobs in coaching, which I guess is a 3rd and 4th job, but since I started transitioning, I don't know, and I worked at the place that I work at now prior to transitioning. The first job I had when I started transitioning was I worked at FedEx, and that was fine. FedEx is actually a really good company to work for, and so they're actually very open to the LGBT community and everything like that. They were very, very nice and very respectful, and everybody that I worked with was great. Then I got hurt and left. I don't know. I started coaching softball for junior high for a school district, and I started at one high school, and it was right before I started. It was right before I started my transition. I had cut my hair though, and everything like that. I was going by Caden. I was going by Caden personally, not at work though. Then I left that school and went to the school that I'm at now, and actually coached the basketball team and the softball team for that school. And all the girls are great. I had one issue with one of the players, but she ended up quitting, and that's the only problems I have really had, besides an ex-coach now that, after a bunch of stuff happened, tried to throw it in my face, but I disclose that information to all of my players up front. That way it doesn't come to bite me in the butt later, and then we get that out of the way and they don't find out from somebody that they know or through rumors in the school or whatever, because I know a lot of people in this area and I know a lot of their family members, and I know when they find out, or their teachers or my sisters who go to school with them, I know that that could create an issue, and they should respect me from the beginning, whether that is the case or not. So I disclose that information. That way it comes from me, somebody who's going through it and lives this experience, as opposed to somebody who is not as versed or is ignorant on the situation. And I'm very open about it with them. If they have any questions, they all know that they can come talk to me about it. I'm not trying to push it on anybody. I'm not trying to do any of that, but I can't expect them to give me 100% of themselves and trust me and confide in me and do their best for me if I am not open and honest with them. Now, my job that I work at, I work for a dental company that 99% of the people are amazing, and it's not an issue. And like I said before, I had worked there prior to transitioning, and I work there now. And I've worked there since the middle of my transition. So last year I went back to this place. I haven't had many issues. I've had a few with some of the older people that I work with that just say ignorant things that they don't realize. And at first when I went back, like, the whole name thing was difficult for some people because they did know me prior and they've known me for years prior, and so it was a slow process, but it really wasn't a problem. I did have an issue. They started to redo parts of the building, and the bathroom that I used was part of those renovations, and it's a single person bathroom in the front of the building, it was, and so I did have an issue there because they were redoing that, so that was unavailable to me. So I didn't have a bathroom to go to that would cause the least amount of problems. It already was out of the way, and I didn't know of another single person bathroom in the whole building. So I contacted HR to find out what I was supposed to do, because of the situation that I was in, and I'm not trying to make people uncomfortable, and I don't want to cause issues, and it is what it is. I just need to know where I can go to the bathroom, because when you gotta go, you gotta go. And this bathroom issue shouldn't be an issue. But there's some people in the company and there's some people in the world that it is an issue for. And, you know, whatever. It's always going to be there and whatever. I'm not trying to make anybody uncomfortable, but I want to go directly to the source of human relations to let them know that I'm in this situation and I need help and it needs to be fixed and I need to know what I can do and blah blah. So they gave me another single person bathroom, but that bathroom really, I didn't like it because there's a desk directly outside of that bathroom, and like, who wants to have somebody sitting at the desk right outside of the bathroom when you leave or enter? I don't like that. That gives me anxiety. I already have anxiety with how long I'm in the bathroom on a regular basis because I think people think weird things, which is totally in my own head because people don't care. I don't know. That gave me anxiety, so I couldn't do that. So I actually now go to a bathroom down at the other end of the building from me. It is a men's bathroom. Have not had any issues. It's pretty good. I'm pretty open about my transition. I am friends with people from work on Facebook. They see my transition. I'm friends with some of my team's parents on Facebook. That's not an issue. So work-wise, I really haven't had that many problems. That's probably the place where I feel most comfortable being out and open and whatnot, because I am around accepting people who do know other trans people who are open to learning about it. Sure, there are some people who still call me the old name sometimes, and pronouns aren't always the easiest. They slip up a lot, but it doesn't bother me anymore because the people that they're talking to don't know that I'm trans, and so when they misuse pronouns or whatever, it's kind of like, what are you talking about? She. And I'm just like, I don't know. Whatever. I mean, like, yeah, I get that anxiety that we all get, but it doesn't bother me. And so work is pretty good. I don't have any really, really bad work experiences, and I don't out myself unless it's absolutely necessary. So new people that come in, I don't tell them because I don't feel like I should have to. There was a new guy a few months ago, March-ish. He started, and we actually became friends, and he was the first friend that I made where I was just Caden, and then I just so happened to be trans after. And it was a very anxious situation for me because I'm very upfront and open about this at the beginning of relationships, whether it's a friendship, a romantic relationship, because I don't want it to come back and bite me and be personally harmful to my safety. And I didn't tell him up front. So one day I was like, yo, listen, here's the deal. I just want to be honest with you because it's causing me a lot of anxiety and I don't know what to do. And I want to tell you because if we're going to be friends, it's a big part of my life and you should know. And I told him and he was like, that's fine. Like, you're still Caden. Like, it is what it is. That's awesome. Cool. I don't have a problem with it. Whatever. That's the only really serious anxiety I get about that. Other than that, I don't really have issues at work. Work is pretty non-issue in that front and just stressful. That's just, my transition has nothing to do with my stress level at work though, except for the whole bathroom thing, but that was solved. So yeah, I'm pretty lucky. That's all I have. I really, really love this shirt. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope you have a great Saturday, and I hope that I see you next week. I don't know.